like I don't know who's in the streams or not. Like I'm not really tripping off of it. Good game, GG's. We kind of go about our way. But then once we got the accusations, now I'm like, okay, now he's coming at me.
Check. I'm live. Oh, okay. Mike, you recording over there?
I am, brother.
All right, cool. It's time to get off into it. You just Mike. I don't even know if I can call you KingMike no more. I know that's your birth name, but you Mike from the right Mike from down the way, bro. That's Mike and them over there. You might need
to start calling me Fling Mike, dog. It's starting to happen on this side.
Oh, I did see that red X on there. You right.
Trying to live up to the name. That's all.
Okay. Well, check. It's your boy GooseneckxGamer. We in the building. I got Fling Mike with me. He's back.
Yo.
Better than ever. Third chair in the studio. Z-Star still here. Z-Star, what's good? Talk to me.
What's up with you, man? Hey, I told you I was gonna make this a little permanent thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
You did say you was here. You did say. Hey.
He boss hogged that spot, bro. He was like, "Nah,
duper, bro.
Take that."
Yo, but for all of our listeners in the building, we got a 4th seat in the studio tonight. The one and only DLloydTV is in the building. What's good, DLloyd? Talk to me.
Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Appreciate y'all for having me on.
I appreciate you. You a real one. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm just saying, I'm glad to have him on, man. You know, what got you into YouTube and putting your face out there and talking about real sports and video games and all that kind of stuff? Like, where did all that even come from?
Well,
origin story.
When I was in high school, I used to watch Chris Smoove all the time. So I just literally seen him all the time. And then when I went to college and all that good stuff, when I got done playing, you know, you go through that lost phase, right? Like you just know nothing but ball. Like that's all you did. So
you played college ball.
So like when that
one of the few in here. Okay,
he's legit.
So when that was done, man.
I'm taking shots all day. You one of the few who really did it. I'm taking shots. I'm here to shoot.
When that was done, I knew I had 2 kind of career paths, like one kind of talking about sports, like being an analyst, like that route. I never really wanted to go into coaching. It was more like the analyst side. Then the other one was my degree, which is in marketing. You know what I mean? So I kind of started noticing social media was kind of the wave, and everybody was on social media. So I was like, all right, how can I get into this? And then one day I seen Chris Smoove make a video, and he just showed his house. And I'm like, yo, how does this dude afford this? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, there's no way he in this big house. So I started doing research, started seeing like really the money that was on that side, and then how you could parlay, you know, creating a brand and using it to further and advance your own career. So at that time, it was NCAA football. That was the only game I really played, in 2K, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to just get some money, go get a capture card, and just start doing it, man. Like anybody else, it's a process. Like my first videos are cringe-worthy right now, but you just get better kind of over time and evolve in that way.
So, okay, and then but in particular with your brand, you hit them with both the real life games and your video games. What made you want to do that?
Just my 2 interests, man. I mean, I've always been a gamer. And I've always had a love for, you know, basketball and football in particular, those 2 sports. Like I could watch that. I don't really watch TV, you know, so if I do have TV, it's either a game or it's ESPN, NFL Network, that's it, or I'm playing a game. So that's basically all I do. So kind of taking what you love and what you're good at and then parlaying that into something that can kind of help you. So I kind of just merged everything.
Nice. Z-Star, have you ever thought about getting into streaming and doing that kind of thing, putting your face and to your gameplay?
So we did think about doing it for a little bit, cause like I think it was like right before I graduated college. I graduated 2 years ago, but I definitely was thinking about doing it. But right now, I'm a little bit more focused on my background, a little bit about my background. I'm in the medical profession right now. So I'm looking to, within the next 5 years or so, become a PA. So right now I'm not really looking into like streaming and everything, but it's definitely always something I consider.
Since I play Madden and I post Madden, and if you look at my channel, especially those that maybe seen my channel before, And it was kind of the strategy behind that was I love 2K, but when I post 2K and then I try to play 2K, I hate 2K. Like I can't stand the game. You know what I mean? Like I get bored and tired of it. So I play Madden, and the only time I ever pick up Madden is if I'm doing something for PML or I'm doing something for a video. And I don't touch Madden because once you do it all the time, then it becomes almost like a job, but it feels like, oh man, I don't really feel like doing this. So I have to kind of give myself that distance in between the game.
So what do you have any, because you'll have a lot of people who are interested in streaming and that kind of thing. Do you have any recommendations, any tips of people who both love sports and love gaming at the same time? What would you tell them to get into this industry, what they could do?
It sounds cliche, man, but you just got to start. A lot of times your mental block is the biggest obstacle, right? Like, man, I don't know if I want to do this yet, or I don't know how good it is going to be. Like I told you at the beginning, my first videos were trash. Like they're absolutely awful. And like even now, like out of everything, everything doesn't have to be perfect though. And then eventually as you go, you're going to work on your craft, you're going to get better and better at it. And then you'll gain that confidence. Because at first it's weird, you're talking to yourself. It's weird, and then like eventually you get used to it. Now I could talk to myself all day, apparently. Just put a mic in front of me and I could do it, whether it's like my show with CLNS or what I'm doing on YouTube. I could just talk. So it's really just get out there and just kind of do it and then work on it. Because I had my degree's in marketing director. So it didn't do anything with YouTube. But you learn the skills and you learn how to edit, and I learned how to do Photoshop, and you learn all that stuff just from doing it. So really don't be scared. Take whatever free program you had. I had not Movie Maker, the free one on Mac for the longest time. That's
Movie Maker.
iMovie. I had iMovie.
Oh yeah,
iMovie. I had a headset that just attached to my phone, like the ones you get with your iPhone. And literally, man, I was in a dorm room. I would edit, and when I did post commentary, at the time I didn't have no green screen, live. I would go to my car and I would just talk, man. And you got to just do it, and eventually you get better. Then you'll get all the gear and all the other stuff as you kind of go.
And so, to get into the PML stuff, you started, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, you started off doing your own franchise just versus the CPU. And is this the first time that you've been in a league with real users?
This is the first time I've ever been in a league with real users. I'm gonna keep it 100. This is I probably haven't had more than 10 games online head-to-head, period. Like Madden 20, 19, 18. Like I have my friends come over, we'll play that way. I've never played online. Like I'm strictly an offline guy, because when you're playing football in college, you don't have time really. You really have time to think. You know what I mean? Like I'm not out here, especially with Wi-Fi and all that stuff. I'm not playing online. So this is my first time, period, man. And it was an eye opener for sure.
I think I think y'all all know where I'm going with this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just trying to take it easy, bro. I'm just coasting, bro. Cruise control. But I respect the fact that he really did.
Right.
This. And that's all. I'm just keeping it right there. That's all. I'm just keeping it there.
So, with that being said, you really played football. You really are a YouTuber. This is your first time dealing with other people in a league. Man, people who weren't in the chat, you were involved in a little something this time around, man. Whoa. Talk to us a little bit about, you set up the scene, do your DLloyd thing right now. Tell a story and get us in.
Okay. Story time. Man. I love it. Let me give me.
All right, so story time, man. Trying to keep it short, but also trying to put some of the details out there so people could see my side and kind of what's going on. I was playing HD little T. That's the Browns user. Mm-hmm. Not the first time we've played, obviously division rival. We played twice this season. I came in this game.
Steelers and the Browns.
I came to this game 1-5 against him. The reason I know, he will not let me forget. So I'm 1-5 against him. So I told you guys right before we started, I just kind of started watching film on guys not too long ago. So, and it worked. So I was like, all right. I did it with the Ravens, and I kind of seen some stuff, and I was like, okay, I could kind of pick up on tendencies and kind of seeing how beneficial. It's almost like real life, man. How beneficial it is to kind of see your guy and your opponent before you play him. So I watched his last game. I told him that I was going to have family coming over. So I might have to pause it here and there throughout the game, let people in, all that good stuff. So I'm upstairs in my office is what I call it basically, and I'm watching that stuff. He's like, all right, I could go on.
Okay, office. Okay,
yeah, it's where I do my video. That's where my PC is. So I'm upstairs, and I'm like, cool. I'm going to go downstairs because I have family come over, but this is what I'm going to play in the living room. So, and this is where my PlayStation is now anyway. So I come down, we play the game. I think it's all good. Really, it was a solid game. I had an early lead on him. He came down to the last play of the game. I thought his dude was going to catch it. He dropped it. We won the game. But we talked after, the regular good game, man. I told him,
GG's, all that shit.
I told him, I thought his dude caught the ball. You know what I mean? He told me the same thing. We had probably a good 5 or 6 messages back and forth after the game.
Oh, okay.
In DM. So I'm thinking everything's cool. Everything's straight. That was March 29th. Give you the exact date. That's
oh, we got dates. Oh, receipts.
So we play. Everything's cool. So fast forward to April 3rd. Jose, the Lions user, he tags me in a message on the public board, basically saying this is a dope picture. So I just responded with, "That's tough," because I like the picture. I think it's simple, going about my way. Then I get mentioned again. So on my phone, I go look at it. And he was like, HD, he's saying, "You're not." So I'm like, okay, just shit talking. I talked shit to HD before. We know how HD could go. So it was cool. It was whatever. So we just started talking. Jose posts the score of the last game, which I won. I believe it's 39-34. And then he's 2-5 against me. So I say I'm 1-0 when I'm not streaming, because I did not live stream because I'm in the living room. I don't have my setup. I don't have the green screen. My mic.
Because family was
right.
through. And you are,
So I'm in the living room. So I didn't stream set up like that in the living room. Wife is not gonna let me clutter it up like that. So I tell him I'm 1-0 when I don't have to worry about talking, because that takes a lot of mental and
we can
effort,
tell. We definitely can tell. Yeah, because you're going back and forth.
And to make it worse, I don't have a second monitor. So when I'm recording, I typically do my videos on PC. I'm mainly a PC gamer guy. So I literally take my PlayStation and plug it up there, but I don't have 2 monitors, so I have to literally switch inputs, which means I can't even see my own stream. So the way I pull that off.
You don't watch your stream when you play. Okay,
so the way I pull it off,
I'm just listening,
just so I could see the comments, is I take out my iPad and I just put it kind of below my monitor. That's why you kind of see me looking down a lot or kind of squinting my eyes. I already don't have great vision. So you kind of see me kind of looking, but I'm looking at a real small iPad, real small letters. It's kind of far, and that's how I'm talking. So I'm kind of like going back and forth. So I'm just in a quick shot like, I'm 1-0 when I don't have to worry about that stuff. Then he goes out and he was like, well, he posts a picture of his streaming. So I'm thinking, me being naive, he's trying to say I was streaming too. Like that was his excuse. So that's where my head's at when I first see it. You know what I mean? So I'm still kind of talking, cause I'm like, he's just using an excuse. I was like, yo, it was 23-0, cause I was up 23-0 at one point. And then he's basically saying you were watching my streams. You were stream watching, which it didn't click right away. That's what he was accusing me of. And like I said, just me being naive about it.
That's how I knew you weren't even, you were like, man, what? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I did not know. Like, it's embarrassing. I'm that naive about it. But he's posting it. He was like, you got to pull it up. So I go back.
But like you said, you saying you're kind of new to this user versus user thing. So the idea of stream sniping ain't even on your mind.
And while we're here, because you've been gaming for a while, Brim, with 2K and other stuff, and I don't even believe you can really even stream watch somebody in Madden and have an advantage. That's just me.
Not effectively.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it's gonna hurt you more than anything else.
So my thing about this, like, I normally try to stay neutral, but like my thing is, bro, like, how do you really think that somebody is going to actually take the time to look at what you call and it's like 10 seconds of delay, like between you actually calling the play and them seeing it on the field. Like I make all my adjustments, and even if I do see you make your adjustments, I don't know what you changed unless you show me your play art. So like that, I think he's just trying to make up some type of excuse because he lost. Like it really doesn't make sense to me at all.
Well, I got one for you. I'll jump in on it. Go ahead, but keep going.
I was just gonna say, like, that's just like me watching your stream to scout you, like watching what plays you gonna run. It's not like you're gonna change your playbook in the middle of the season unless you just really like get built like that. But that takes a lot of time too. So I just don't see the purpose of him just trying to talk about DLloyd was on his stream, except for making an excuse that he lost. But that's personally how I feel.
And there it is. What was you gonna say, Goose?
Well, my thing is like me and I was labbing with Z-Star the other day, and we played a game with share sticks, so we both on the same screen. And like even if you see somebody's play art, you don't know their reads. At all. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what they look like. Like it's to me, it's just dumb. Like you're already, if you think about it, like if you try to stream snipe somebody, if you are, for example, say the person who is the stream sniper on Madden, not only are you 10 seconds behind seeing their play call, you still got to figure out their reads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we talk about this a lot. I'm not going to dive too heavy in it. Cover 2 is cover 2. If you change how you're going to play cover 2 because you're trying to take one read away, you're leaving another one open.
Well, there's another thing about, I be getting way too into Madden, but I don't know if y'all have noticed, especially on defense, they set the plays up 3 at a time. We all know that. But if you're looking at a stock defensive playbook, the plays are set up to fool somebody if they were sitting right next to you. Because you'll notice the top one would be man, right? Man too deep or too high. The second one will be cover 2, too high. And the third one will be like a too high blitz. So if I was sitting right next to you, looking at you pick a play, whatever you come out in, your players are gonna line up in that shell. So I might know one of those 3. I know you're gonna do one of those 3 plays, but they all look the same. You get what I'm saying? And if you go down, I don't know if y'all ever noticed this, but if you go down, each little section is set up that way. So where if someone was sitting next to you, it wouldn't matter if you saw those 3 plays. One of them is going to be different. You get what I'm saying? I want y'all to check that out. You'll see what I'm talking about.
That's an example why I love this league. I had no idea that was a thing.
Yep. So like, let's say you were running cover 4, right? Notice when you go to cover 4, you'll see cover 4 up top. In the middle, you'll see maybe cover 2, show 4, right? And then at the bottom one is going to be a blitz, where it looks like it would be cover 4 because, on a blitz, your cornerbacks line up a little bit deeper. So it could look like a cover 4, but everyone's going to be blitzing. Like that, yeah, you'll see it now that I'm saying that. So
yeah, I mean, that's one thing
now that I think about it, I my bad, go ahead.
One thing I do notice is going back with the HD situation. And this is where I kind of got upset, right? Because I felt like it was the accusation. And once somebody's accusing me of, it took me a while to figure out what was going on. Once I think it was Natural who came in, and he's the one. He's like, "Hey man, he's trying to say you cheated," and I'm like, "Yo, what?" Like,
wait a minute.
Like, yo, let's chill, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I had no idea that we was even going there. 'Cause I know HD trolls a lot, and I know I try to, I let him do his thing. It's entertainment, whatever. It's a fun league. I know he gets under people's skin, but whatever. I'm not really tripping. But then when he's accusing me of something that, first of all, that I didn't even know he was accusing me of. And then once I realized it, now I'm like, okay, now we're kind of going to a different level when you're saying I'm trying to cheat. There's been times where, like you guys talking about the delay. Is there a delay in the stream? Which there could be. I think there's a little bit, but I don't know, right? I'm not watching other people's stream and seeing how long it takes from them. You know what I mean? I don't know. But I do know there has been plenty of times where I've played HD and he came into my chat after the game. So I don't even know if he was in my stream or not, but I did not care.
You didn't care. That's the main part. Yep.
Like, I don't know who's in the streams or not. Like, I'm not really tripping off of it. Good game, GG's. We kind of go about our way. But then once we got the accusations, now I'm like, okay, now he's coming at me. Like, DLloyd himself. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm cool. Yeah. I'm cool with friendly competition. I'm cool with shit talking. I get all that. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's almost now like, if somebody if I'm on the collegiate level and somebody come through and say, "Oh, you got stick 'em on," or "Hey man, I seen you juicing."
Integrity.
Now I'm like, yo, that's different. You know what I mean? Especially in front of everybody. He ain't come to just me with this accusation. Like, hey, I think this, and that's cool. When me and Bob, the Bengals user, I was in the stream. I was like, man, I don't know. I was getting frustrated with some of the stretch plays. Yeah. We immediately talked about it after the game in DM. And I admitted my wrongs. He was like, they're all jumping on that. I was like, I could have fueled the fire because I was frustrated during my stream.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, but, and then he talked about his side. He's learning, he's doing all this stuff. He wasn't trying to cheese. You know, we washed our hands with it. We was cool. But that was a basic thing. And then when I'm looking at it, and he was like, well, I posted it, and JT seen this, and Kurt said, I'm like, so you went to people about this. Like, this wasn't like, no.
Nah. And for people listening who ain't in the league, his whole thing was, I'm going to sit on this and try to drop it at a perfect time and create this whole, man, that thing didn't backfire so bad.
Dropping that. Like, if me being in your stream during the game is the reason you lose the game, you got to get better at the game.
Yeah, like, you got to get better at the game.
That's really what it comes down to. And look, I just personally speak, like, bro, ain't nobody's like thinking like you have an integrity issue or anything. I'm going to just go ahead and say that now. Like, nobody thinks that.
Well,
so you good, right?
Now that you've gone through one of your first of many PML beefs, because that's kind of what we about. We about that drama. How's it?
So I noticed.
How does it make? Shut up, Goose. How does it make you feel though, man? Like not feel like, oh, I feel sad or nothing like that, but like, does it get your juices going for the next game? Like the next time you see them, is it a real rivalry now?
Coincidentally play the next week.
Yep.
Game of the week, right there.
Game of the week. So about to be the most watched game in PML. Okay.
Outside of maybe.
Okay.
For the most part, I'm really good at kind of controlling, emotions. I guess like when I play, like it'll probably be a normal game because I also at the same time have to put on a stream for my regular subscribers. I can't come in mad. They don't know the backstory of what's going on. They're just coming through and they want that positive energy. They just want to kind of chill and kick it and lay back, which I try to do. Even when I'm losing, I try to stay laid back. Like, hey man, and I get out. They're always talking shit to me too. Like, man, stop throwing picks. And I'm like, yo, you don't understand this league, man. Like 30 picks. I'm proud of myself. I could have threw 40. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up.
30 is low if we're gonna keep it on it.
And Goose, I'm about to come to you, man, when we talking about the drama and the everything going on in chat, man. You came in lit today, brother. What was wrong with you, man? What's going on?
I do want to know too.
You talking about me?
I'm talking to you, dog. Cause Z-Star, well, hold on, Star. Do you know what I'm talking about? Didn't he seem a little aggravated?
Yeah. And I also I don't know if Nat said something about it earlier, but like, so what happened, man? Like they were talking about something that happened with you like the other day, and I don't really know the background behind it.
We'll get into the full story, and I'll do my best to just keep it neutral in that storytelling. All right. So I like with everything, with the serious pandemic we have going on in the country, man, like not even to be cheesy or nothing. I've always kind of streamed myself playing video games. And now it's kind of been more like, for me, like, well, sure, I might as well stream more. You know what I'm saying? Because why not? Like me and my homies are always cutting up laughing. And it's such a wide range of people I hang with. It's like I got a homie from the UK. I got some younger homies from the Northeast. I got a homeboy from the Midwest. Like, it's like, yo, like white guys, black guys, Hispanic, younger guys, different backgrounds. So it's like, yo, I feel like you'll never know what you're going to get. Why not stream it? And so I get on, I'm streaming, chilling. We playing GTA. We are literally bored. And we're like, yo, we going to crank this thing up. And now, if you play Grand Theft Auto 5, the game been out 7 years. It's literally one of those games. There ain't no rules. There ain't no PML handbook where you can't cheese or spam. And if you're going to start a war in a lobby, you will eventually get the cheesers to pull up on you. The ones like, somebody was shooting through a wall, bro. Like, that's... Now, do I know how to do some of these cheats? Yes. Do I do them? Kind of, sort of, not. It depends on my mood. Like, bro, we are literally chilling. Like, I'm in Discord and other stuff. I'm not really on it like that. So we chilling, no harm done. I see a couple notifications. I ignore notifications until they pile up. Then I'm like, because if I read one notification in the conversation dead, I'm annoyed. So I get, I read the notify and I see it, I get tagged. And at first I'm like, it's like Nat makes a clip and it says Goose just needs to give up on gaming. I'm like, why is Nat even on the stream like that? Like and why didn't he comment? Like at least say something. I shot you out. Okay, that's weird. Then I look at the screenshot, the clip again, and I realize HD is streaming me stream.
And you didn't know?
I had no clue, because once again, ain't nobody pull up in the comments and say, yo, what's good? I'm you know how you watch a movie and that the dude is supposed to get out the hood, right? And there's always the one who gets out. I'm the one that got out. Now, if you watch those movies, you always know that the homeboys from the hood be like, hey, yo, I need you to do one more favor, just one more time. And his girlfriend is crying like, no, don't do it. But the one that got out was the best criminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the one who knew how to do everything. But he goes and his homeboy pushes him out and his homeboy gets shot, but he gets back out and he's sad. Well, that's me. I'm not even being funny. Like, I grew up around dudes who did things, you know what I'm saying? Some illegal, some just questionable. And so when I'm looking, I'm like, yo, why is he tagging me in the stream? Like, I don't like to get into wars with words because it's like, if we're going to go there, I'll go there. But I have a feeling I'm going to go too far.
Yeah, be the bad guy.
Like, when it's all said and done, I'm going to be the one to be the bad guy. And that's why I was like, yo, I'm not even going to touch this. Because Z-Star, you were there just the other day. He was asked not to be put in somebody else's content. He asked, don't put me in content. First of all, who says, yo, can you not put me in content in a content-based league? That's weird to me. But whatever, hey, everybody's got their thing. So now you putting me, you didn't take a clip of my stream. You streamed my stream, didn't say what's up. I guess was throwing jabs. I have no clue. Then somebody else joined in and threw some more jabs. And
really
I'm like,
turned your joint,
yo, these dudes
turned
is
your
just,
whole joint into a joke almost.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, this is weird because we just sitting here chilling because we're going to talk about games I'm good at. Pull up on 2K, please. I beg you. Please. Please pull up on 2K. Not going to do it? All right, cool. What's your excuse? You don't play 2K no more? I ain't played Madden in 15 years. Please pull up on 2K. If that's what we doing, that's not what we doing, all right, then chill. And so that's why I was like, yo, I don't want to do it because by the time all this is said and done, I'm going to be the bad guy. If you read the chat, what happens? It goes, Goose, chill. Goose, I was just joking. Oh, I didn't mean that. I'm like, well, here come the victim card.
Let me jump in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're heavy-handed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of came in.
That's not my fault, though. That's not my... If you go... Look, here's the thing. This is what I don't like. Let's keep it football, right? I don't even want to bring that up because everybody's got a different opinion. My man for the Browns and Mason, Rudolph, Miles Garrett, is what he did wrong.
When he swung that?
Yes.
When he swung the helmet?
Yes. I'm going to say that what he did as an action by itself is wrong because part of me can't say it's right. Just part of it. A very, very small part of me. How he got there, that's on Mason. If you run up on a bully, somebody who you can physically see is bigger than you, is stronger than you, has went there before, if you run up and then you want to come to me talking about, yo, he just crushed my face in, the first question I'm going to ask you is, why'd you run over?
Yeah, I hear you, bro, but he did swing a helmet, though,
so when
bro.
you're telling me I'm heavy-handed, I'm like, bro, but that's just me. I didn't tell him to pull up.
I feel you.
So don't tell me I'm heavy. That's why I didn't want to get into it because I knew by the time all of this was done, I'm going to be the bad guy. You know what I'm saying?
You know, you wanted to be the bad guy. That's why you came in with that heat.
Bro, I'm sitting here playing a video game with some random homies, man. I didn't want to be anybody.
Okay. Well, speaking of bad guys and speaking of all of that, we got somebody on the line that, I think sometimes he wants to be everybody's friend. Z-Star. That's Z-Star, man. Like, he's definitely my dog. You know what I'm saying? We've had some good conversations and we played Madden a few times, but it's just, is it true, Z-Star, that you'd rather be people's friend than, be feared when it comes to this game and your perception in the chat?
Bro, I just be trying to crack jokes, bro. I ain't worried about if somebody like me or not. Because I know y'all remember not too long ago I had that little situation when me and HD was going back and forth.
Oh, another HD situation. Interesting.
I didn't care. I didn't care whether he liked me or not or if he had me blocked. I just didn't like whether, like, I ain't like getting sub-tweeted, I guess you could say that, sub-discorded, whatever. I personally don't care whether people like me or not. I'm just like now, like I feel like I'm losing games to people I shouldn't be losing games to. No disrespect to anybody that's beating me, but I don't think I should be losing to you. So I'm not gonna hold nothing back. Like I'm not here to play with nobody no more. Like show up.
Oh damn. Oh, there we go. Okay. Question for the group then. Does mentality, because we're going through different beefs in the chat and just what's been going on, you know, on some gossip fun shit, but does the mentality in your everyday world come into your Madden, how you play Madden, right? So if someone pissed you off in the chat or if you're having a bad day in real life or whatever, is that affecting how your season is turning out? You get what I'm saying? Like, Z-Star, you...
D-Lloyd, go first. Let's start with our special guest. D-Lloyd, go first.
I mean... I would say
it's a video game, but
it's a video game. I can tell you this and put it this way: with the HD situation today, I was hot. Like I felt something just because, like I said before. Now it feels like you're doing like a personal attack on me. That's over a video game, and then I felt like he set up to try to clown me. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't even talking to him this morning. You know what I mean? Like he came in with it. So like certain things like that. When I lose, like I'm feeling a type of way, especially for a while, because then I got my chat, you know what I mean? You suck. I'm like, all right, man, like this, these dudes is good, man. Like, yo, chill out. You know what I mean? But like, I wouldn't say it would linger on like the whole season though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could lose week 1, lose a couple games, and then I could find like a nice little winning streak in the middle of the season and be all right. I don't think it lingers, but I definitely do think you just have kind of other stuff going around, because there's been plenty of times I just have a bunch, like the last couple of weeks I've been moving, and moving during this whole pandemic is its own.
Wow,
headache,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm moving, and then of course y'all already know, getting ready for the baby. So sometimes my head space is in different places, you know what I mean? The stuff I'm still doing at the job, and then I'm not 100% there for the game. But there's times where I'm ready to go. But I feel like, which is ironic, the times I'm ready to go, I feel like I don't play the best. The times where I'm just out there doing stuff, because I'm not that good at the game. And well, I want to say that I know football. I don't have a lot of stick skill.
Yeah.
So I could kind of figure out what people are doing. But what pisses me off the most, half the time, sometimes I can't stop it. You know what I mean? Like I can sit there and tell you what you're going to do. I just can't stop it. Like regular football don't always apply to Madden.
Yeah.
So,
you need to lab with us a couple times.
Yeah.
Join the crew.
You will get right. I promise you.
When y'all be out there and I be at the line of scrimmage and y'all be moving players around and doing all types of stuff, and I hit y'all with a fake audible, because that's all I'm doing.
You got a fake audible and they got some real shit going on. I hear you. You ain't the only one. Don't feel bad.
So I'm like, I got to play the mind game too. You know what I mean? Like, let me fake audible this real quick. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta figure it out.
That was a good one. I heard that.
That wasn't a good one. He's serious. I'm doing the same shit.
That's what makes it so good, because like I can see it now. Like you running a run play, but you audible to the wide receiver like you gonna run something, but you know that.
If you go back and watch my streams, I do that all the time. Like I'm over here talking to Juju, like we doing all types of stuff. Yeah. I'm like, man, I'm just doing the dives, man. I just need him to move a guy out the way.
I'm about to hand it off right now, inside zone.
Man, I know, one of you guys touched, I think it was you, Z-Star, that was like, nobody changes their playbook in the middle of the year. Absolutely, I do that all the time. So I don't have a set playbook. Like I don't have a custom. Like I tried a custom, it didn't work. Then I just started bouncing around from team to team. Like, hey man, I'm gonna try this today. Y'all see me in all shotgun. Y'all see me in pistol under center.
I do remember, because after our preseason game, I was like, bro, I was just kind of running the offense. He was like, man, I'm still trying to figure this offense out.
I just be out here doing shit, man.
We gotta laugh it up a little bit.
And that's another reason why I got mad. Cause I'm like, dude, I'm the one dude that's out here just fuck it, man. Like
number two, not the other dude. No, you ain't the only one. Keep going.
So like, yeah, man. But going back to the original topic, I do think some stuff could affect you depending on kind of what's going on.
Goose.
I thought we were gonna keep going through the guests.
Right.
I mean, Z started somewhat of a regular now, but he's still a guest. But he's a regular.
So
topic. I'm sorry.
Does the chat affect the chat, your real life rivalries that are created? Does it affect the way you enter the game, and does it affect how you play?
I feel like it can have an effect if you let it, like real life too. Because like if I'm running around all day and I gotta end up getting back home because I gotta play you. Like, I'm gonna be like, I might not be on my game all the way. Obviously, I don't think that's an excuse. But, so if I'm playing, another example, if I'm playing somebody that, like, I've been talking trash to this whole time, like, it's a big game, like, you know, and, you know, the chat gonna be watching, like, I might come in, if I'm not, like, all the way composed and everything, I might come in, like, pressing a little bit more. And it can just get you off your game because, like some people have been saying, like, regardless of how you approach it, like, if you lose, like, you could be the coolest person in the chat. If you lose, you gonna hear about it. People gonna talk to you. So, like, really, I just think that if you're not mentally prepared or you're not really used to, like, how people are, especially, like, with DLloyd being, like, a real cool dude, but in a division with the biggest troll in the league, like, even doing everything right, you still gonna hear about it. So, I just think that can factor into it.
Nice,
for sure.
Yeah. Goose, you know it affects me. You know what I'm saying? That's why
you be on a whole nother level. But the listeners don't know, so keep going.
That's why lately, you know, at first my whole thing was creating storylines, creating, you know, not fake rivalries, but rivalries to make me, you know, get up for a game. Yeah, to amp me up. You know what I'm saying? But what I've started to notice just in terms of my history in the league is I amp myself up. And sometimes I get a little too amped. You know what I'm saying? I come into the game thinking about too many different things and not even just doing what I do. So my answer to my own question is yes, it can affect you. You know what I'm saying? I even have a thing where I try not to play on advanced night. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want to have, I just don't like rushing into the game. So all of this stuff is fun to me, man, because I never played at a collegiate level, but I've been an athlete my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So this part of gaming is like exercising that demon, getting that out of me. So I kind of take PML seriously. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out how to get myself in the perfect mental space to just keep winning. And definitely it's not being in chat, starting up drama. So that's just, it ain't working for me. And Goose told me to stop. So there it is.
Well, I don't know. It didn't seem to pan out for me, bro. Like the storylines in the chat and stuff. I don't think it makes me play better or worse, man. Like the problem. It's the only way to really know, and I don't want it, would be if I had a team that was like an 88, 89 overall. Then how does Goose play? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never forget, like, when I played, you know, the game of the Falcons, and, you know, I did have some questionable passes. I'm not arguing that. Nat's like, yo, Goose is getting lucky. But I'm like, yo, on the second to last drive Falcons had, I had a pick that hit my cornerback in the hands. And if my cornerback catches that's game. You know what I'm saying? So, like, sometimes I just feel like I get the worst end of the stick when it comes to animations, just period, in the league. Now, I can't say that nobody else is getting that. I have no clue. But, like, I played against several people where everybody comes into the game like, yo, nobody's told me this, but you lose enough games in PML, you know people are walking in like, yo, this is about to be a homecoming game. Like, we finna go in here, run the score up. We finna get 500 yards. That one receiver I got, he gonna get 300 yards today. We finna get us a death story. And then the game starts, and people are like, yo, Goose, you're not a bad player. I'm like, I know I'm not a bad player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying I think I'm great, but you lose enough games, you start to learn the game. And then at some point, it's just like, Okay, couple bad breaks. I play against CEO. CEO's a great guy. I'm trying to get some momentum, some juice rolling, something. Jerry Jeudy drops a pass that hits him in the hands with nobody near him. Like, come on, bro. What's his excuse? I'm playing against the Lions. Kyler Murray's just missing targets, and there's no pressure on him. Like, the word pressure don't pop up. Nobody's near him. I'm like, and his throwing power at the time is like 94. Mid-range is 88. Short routes 88. Deep ones 90. Like, I'm not saying Kyler Murray should be playing perfect, but bro, what are we throwing? What are we not catching? Like, and like that. So it's like me. I can't. I'm not a guy who says, yo, I need everything quiet in here. Like, I'm a talker, bro. Like, it don't bother me to talk. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what we're talking about, laughing, cutting up, I'm cool with that, man. And like, trying to sit in the room and get serious, like, that's not me. And my homeboy were having an argument on 2K because he was like, yo, G, you always coming with the old head stuff, I guess what we call the okay boomer moments. And as he's roasting me, I'm like, we win 10 games straight. I'm shooting straight green lights as we're playing against other people, man. Like, I play against the game. I don't play against other people. I talk about this all the time. But I spend enough time practicing that when we snap it, you know what I'm saying? I'm playing against the game. Even if it's a bad pass, I'm like, yo, or even if he drops the pass, because HD had something slick to say about that. He was like, yo, Melvin Gordon just ran 38. Goose is like, I'll take that. I'm like, it's Melvin Gordon, bro. I'm not finna sit over here and get upset because he just broke a 38-yard thing. Let it happen between the 20s and figure out the 20-yard line. Anybody who's played knows that. That's all I'm going to say. Anybody who's done real life stuff knows that. But, yeah, so.
Because I was actually just about to ask, like, how do you feel like, like one of those plays, like, you get a bad break, like a fumble that shouldn't have been a fumble that gets returned for a touchdown and you can't challenge it, or a pick that hits your receiver's hands and then the guy catches it and runs and you can't do nothing because your quarterback's stuck in the animation or your wide receiver didn't tackle him. Like, how do you feel that can affect you, like, mentally go in a game?
With me, bro, this is like with me specifically, and I'll just tell you why I do it because I don't mind telling. I will say something in the commentary because in the event it comes out like, yo, Goose tanked. I'm like, nah, Goose didn't tank. If you watch and listen to the game, I'm calling everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so if some don't work out, it ain't like I just said, oh, fuck it, man, I want a high draft pick. Like, no, I'm out here coming out every game. But that is outside of me not minding talking to viewers. That's why I talk so much in my streams, because, like, I don't want it to be like, yo, Goose is trying to tank. Like, no, Goose knows football. Sometimes it just don't work out, man. Such as life.
There it is. Well, this was a fun one. You know what I'm saying? This was definitely a fun one. I'm interested to see how your season pans out, Lloyd, you know what I'm saying? Because now you've been rolled into the clique fully now. You know what I'm saying? You had your moment of beef. Let's see how you respond to it, man. Thanks for jumping on the show. Yeah, man, you legit now, all the way.
Appreciate y'all.
If you keep watching game film, it should be interesting.
Yeah,
I say that like in a good way.
I'm gonna start taking it more seriously. Like obviously not crazy or like if I lose, it's over for me. I'm gonna take it more seriously in terms of like I'm gonna try to prepare, try to have some type of game. I'm not gonna just try to set up and stream because that has not worked for three seasons. So I'm definitely gonna try to start having some sort of idea of what I'm going. I think this is gonna make it funner. I'm one of those guys that I like.
Yeah.
Like not too much drama, but I need some type of motivation.
There you go.
Kind of keep going. So
if you want a lab, you got 3 cats right here.
I know Z-Star, every time we play, because we play annually in the preseason for whatever reason, every time we play, Z-Star's one of the only guys to compliment me. He'll be like, hey, man, I think you could win. And then I'll come through with like a whole new offense and we doesn't work.
Just like, bro, like, I mean, bro, like you was like, because I remember Trevor Lawrence threw his first touchdown against you. I'm like, bro, like that was like a great read. Like I didn't really think, like I hadn't played you before. I was like, yeah, that was a great read. But yeah, man, just like I feel like when you start investing in it a little bit more, like with content, obviously you already do content, but like, looking at streams and everything like that and just like watching yourself get better because you know what people are about to do and you can prepare for it. I just feel like it makes the experience that much more rewarding personally.
Already.
The goal, man. But I appreciate y'all for having me for sure.
You already know.
Dope.
Get us out of here, Goose.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. Well, for all of our listeners, we'd like to thank you for listening. Make sure you check us out, PremierMadden.com, the most immersive, maybe even the most drama-filled CFM out there, for Madden 20. We are, as we're slowly getting toward the end of this cycle, we're definitely prepping for Madden 21. So, check out some of our users. Make sure you check out my boy DLloydTV on YouTube, who's with us today in the studio. Thanks for being here. That's our Steelers user. We're currently in the middle of season 4. So, definitely check him out and some of our other notable users, Sports Gamers Online, your boy Cookie Boy. Other than that, users, make sure you're getting your content in. Make sure you're submitting your user scores. Thank you for being here. It's your boy GooseneckxGamer. Got the music coming on in the background. Mike, say something.
Oh, man, ain't nothing, dog. I had a good time, man. Thank y'all for joining and thanks for listening.
D-Lloyd, what's those words of motivation that's going to make them like and subscribe? What you got? Hit me.
Man, it's the dopest league out there, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Like and subscribe, DLloydTV, Z-Star. Keep quiet. See me on 2K. We're going to holler at y'all, man. We out.
Peace.